Yes, people, welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are all well. We've got something a little bit different tonight, but before I get into that, let's see who we've got in the chat tonight. Charlie, hope you're doing well. Gatesy, right, here we go. From Somerset, he's the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated West Ham fan champion. You, Jake the Sharpshooter Cox, and Breathe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gatesy. Hope you are keeping well. Lawrence, hope you are well. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Richard, hope you're keeping well, my friend, and everybody else watching in the chat. So we're going to be raising a bit of awareness for the Alzheimer Society tonight, and by doing that, I'm joined by two guests tonight. Firstly, Jeremy. Jer, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you, Jack. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So, and also joined by Claire as well. Claire, how are you?
Oh, fine, thank you, Jake. How are you?
Yeah, not bad at all. Peach, hope you are well. I know, forever grooving that intro music. What a vibe! I know everybody likes that music. Everybody likes that music. But
great little track.
yeah. But let's get into it then. And Claire, we'll start with you. We'll talk about Alzheimer's tonight. What is Alzheimer's?
Well, what is Alzheimer's? So Alzheimer's is a form of dementia. So under the dementia umbrella comes quite a few types of dementia. You've got what Sarah's got, Alzheimer's. There's Lewy bodies, Pitt's dementia, and a few others which I don't really know the names of. But sadly, Sarah's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, so that's why we're here to raise awareness and raise some money for our charity tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Joe, what's the symptoms for it?
There's many symptoms: forgetfulness, confusion, not recognizing numbers. It's quite a common thing. Balance is another thing. There's many. Obviously, Sarah can't drive no more because she lost confidence in that. She's had her license taken away. There's many symptoms really. That's the main ones. Recognizing, like telling the time and recognizing dates in what month you are. I've noticed this over the last sort of year, how she was struggling picking up on things like that.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I think one of the things that, because Sarah obviously had quite a job that involved working with numbers and spreadsheets, and during lockdown she was working from home and was struggling to be able to do the spreadsheets, and it became quite apparent with her bosses that she was not being able to do the work that she was supposed to be doing. And I think it was at that point that we started to pick up as a group of friends that it wasn't that she was struggling, not being able to do the job. There was something else going on, and that's. And also we went away on holiday as a group of friends, and I think Jerry had been living with it for a couple of years and had probably
definitely
kind of compensated for some of the things that Sarah was doing. So then when we were away on holiday, we could see that there were things that she was struggling with, and then it was when we came back, we kind of suggested that she went to the doctors, and that was kind of what set the ball rolling.
Like when we went to the doctors the first time, it was doing basic things like drawing a clock face, which I couldn't believe she couldn't do. Drawing a cube, a three-dimensional cube, which to any other person, it was only copying what the doctor wrote down. And it was things like that she couldn't grasp. It was like, not being ignorant, it was like a 2 or 3-year-old that tried to do it. And that's when it really hit home. There was a major problem there, and that was symptoms. In moving her hands, he'd done a hand exercise with her, and she really didn't know how to do that. And it was just basic stuff, which to any other who hasn't got it, it's not a problem. But
we did have sorry to put in, Jer. We did have one funny moment that we went to Bristol, and I took Sarah to another appointment because Jerry was working that day, so I took her up to Bristol, and we sat in front of the neurologist, and Sarah had to do another test, and I was sat behind Sarah, And Sarah looked around at one point and she said to me, "Why have you got your eyes shut?" And I said, "Because I'm doing the test in my head with you." And she said to me, "How are you getting on?" And I said, "Not very well. I'm not doing too good either." I said, I think I need to book in for an appointment next week." And we did. It was quite a funny moment. I mean, there are, it's not all doom and gloom.
No, definitely not. No.
We're definitely hitting it head on with a sense of humour, and that's the way we're gonna. No, but we did laugh there, didn't we?
Yeah. We with me and Sarah, we do laugh about it. We laugh at some of the things she gets up to at night. Sometimes, you think, Christ alive, you either laugh or cry, and it's easier to laugh. If you know what I mean, because it's just silly little things in the house. I notice it because I'm living with her all the time. I think, Christ, Sarah, and sometimes you just laugh about it. That's the only way to dealing with it a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if that's what going forward is with Jerry and as a group of friends, that's how we're going to deal with it. We're going to see the funny side of it and be there for her 100% through the good times and the bad times.
Yeah, definitely.
I know there's going to be bad times, but there's going to be some bloody fun times as well.
Oh, so. Absolutely. We're going to cram so much in over the next few years.
Yeah. Let's take some comments. Gatesy says, "Horrible illness that I am sadly witnessing right now in my family." Yeah. Richard says, "A horrible illness." And Jake, what Jake is doing is incredible. Cheers, mate. Hope to see you at Southampton or Liverpool next week. Charlie says, thankfully I've never experienced it it as a close one, but I know some of my girlfriend's family have been, and the stories I've been told are heartbreaking. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Lawrence, hope you're well. He says it's an awful illness and it's so sad what it does to an individual. A very worthy charity to help fight this illness. Yeah, definitely. If you could help, we're going to get on to what Jer and Claire are doing in a second, but you can donate by the pinned comment at the top. There it is. You can donate to the cause. But what they're going to do, we're going to get into now. And Jer, what are you doing for the Alzheimer Society? What are you doing?
We're going to do a 13-mile trek at the moment. 13 miles. It's in the South Coast. It's the South Devon 13-mile trek. It's a loop. You haven't got to be taken back to the start or nothing like that. We're doing it as a group of 4. It's not just the 2 of us which are online tonight. There's Claire's husband Dennis is doing it, and Julie Lindley. So the more people we can get to do it with us, the better. And it could be a good day out. It could be an emotional day out, but it's going to be a good day. Hopefully the sun's shining on our backs at the same time.
Yeah, so if anybody else wants to join us on this walk, we're more than happy, more the merrier. And we're going to make a weekend of it. So we'll be down there for the weekend.
Definitely. So why are you doing the walk, Claire? Just explain what it's about, the specifics of it, and why evidently you're doing it.
So for me, it was about bringing Jerry into it as well, because something for Jerry to do and something for him to focus on. And the weekend that we decided to do it, we set up a Facebook and a Just Giving page, and the support and the messages of support and the donations was just phenomenal. It was brilliant. And I sat there that night watching everybody's, and it was really emotional for me, knowing that how much support that they were going to get from all their friends and family. And that was about supporting Jerry as well. And I think it gave him a big boost, knowing that people, because lots of people at that point didn't know that Sarah was suffering from Alzheimer's. So it was almost a way of telling everybody as well that what was that was the journey that they'd got to, and that she'd been diagnosed. So I think, and as a group of friends, we've all been friends now. I've known Jerry since he was 5 years old. I've known Sarah since she was 11. So we're all really, really close. And we wanted to do something for the pair of them and for Jerry as well that he could do.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be a great challenge. I know 13 miles, we can walk that, but it's the fact we're doing it for a charity. You know, that's the most amazing thing. And the first night when I put it up on the page, I don't think it was an hour, I was up over £1,000. So that was quite shock, you know. And within a week, it was over 2,000. So more the merrier. Let's bring it on.
Yeah, they're great calls.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take some more of these comments. And so Lawrence says, for sure, stay positive, outstanding, Jeremy and Claire. James Watfway, hope you are. Hey Jake, great cause, will be donating. Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Colin, hope you well. Hi Claire and Jeremy. It's such a horrible illness. You're doing a marvelous thing for charity. My mum had dementia. It's not easy. Mike, hope your evening, guys. Good luck with it all. Great cause indeed. Gary, hope you're well. Lost my granddad to this illness and has relatives also suffering now. Doesn't get enough exposure, in my opinion. Impacts more people than COVID. Yeah, it definitely needs more exposure and doing these kind of things helps.
Yeah, for early onset dementia, which is anybody under the age of 65. You know, like I said earlier, it's 10% of all the people that are diagnosed, and that's quite a high figure. And I actually work in mental health, and we have seen more people in the last couple of years under the age of 65 coming through with dementia and Alzheimer's. So we need to raise the awareness for it. And, you know, and it's not all doom and gloom. And my mum suffered with dementia, and she had dementia at 66, and she lived till she was 80, and she led a really positive, she was outgoing, and it was only the last 2 years of her life that she really needed a massive input from anybody else to help her, but she lived independently. And, you know, so it's not the end. It's, you know, it's not, Sarah's not going to be sat in a chair in the corner. She's going to live her life, and we're going to make sure that we all do all the things that we said we would.
I don't want to sit in the chair too long. I need a cup of tea sometimes, so things like that. So, you know, but you don't realise until Sarah had it, just starting to read up on it, people in their 20s get dementia, which was a real shock and that sort of thing. I was never aware of that situation because we've had it in our family. My mother's just lost a sister for it. She lost her brother with it, and they were in 85 and 87. So when you're growing up, you just think people get dementia, they're all old people,
but they're not.
And I consider myself still pretty young. I'm 59, so you know it's a bit of a shock when Sarah had it.
Gatesy's donated, thank you very much. Charlie says, as someone who tries to avoid walking in every aspect of my life, nothing but respect, donated as well. This is the page when you click the link. This is the page come up. You see a couple of people watching. Gatesy and Charlie there. We've donated.
I've seen a couple come up on me watch there. A few donations slip through. Yeah,
brilliant. So you can
much, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely. You can click the link on the pinned comment, and I'll whack it in the chat again for you now, so you can go and donate if you can, if you would like to. There it is. But moving on, Claire, will come to you. What will the money donated do to help the cause?
So I think it'll go towards several things. Research is obviously the biggest thing that it'll go towards. They have support workers that go out to people's homes, and Sarah was visited last week by a lady from the Alzheimer Society who went through a few things. If Sarah's got any concerns, she can speak to the Alzheimer Society. It go towards publications, like lots of people get. When you go to your outpatients appointments, you're given lots of leaflets and booklets, and the Alzheimer Society, I believe, pay for a lot of those booklets, and obviously they set up these big walks, and all those things have to be paid for, the advertising. So it goes to a lot of things, but the main thing that it goes towards is research. And you know, there is no cure for dementia, so it is just a case of, you can be given medication that would hopefully slow it down. So we need the money to go to research.
Yeah, definitely. And a question for you.
It's not what happens right now. It's not going to help Sarah. What we're doing, it will help people in the future.
Yeah,
and that is probably one of the most important things you got to look at.
Because as a society, there are more people getting dementia now than ever before. So there's obviously something somewhere that's not right, and that needs to be found out. What's happening? What is there something in our lifestyle, or the way we live, or I know that there's types of genetic Alzheimer's, but there's nobody in Sarah's family that we know of, so hers is possibly not genetic. So, but you just, at the end of the day, you just don't know. It happens. And it could happen to any of us.
Yeah.
And 5 years ago, who would have thought Sarah was going to be the person that got Alzheimer's?
Yeah, because out of the group of us, she was out of the 4 girls we get about, but Sarah was a healthy one.
Yeah, she was.
And then all of a sudden, she's been knocked sideways with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cruel. But Jeff, what is your overall target of money to raise? You're currently on 2,302. What are you aiming for?
As a group, we would like to get near 5,000. That would be so I think that's realistic. If we could get more, even better. But it'd be hard to get to 5,000. We accept that, because obviously the first input you get is very good. You get that initial buzz of people doing it, but all the people who are going to do it, your friends, have done it already. So we've got to go outside now. I'm putting forms out to different companies and things like that, just doing everything we can.
And that would be why it'd be really good if there's friends and family that are watching tonight, that they sign up to do it as well, because then they've got a different circle of friends that will donate, and then they can help us get to that £5,000 target.
Because you've got to enter the water, you've got to raise 200. It's not £200, a massive amount.
And for that, for the 2,000, for the £200 that you raise, or you pledge that you'll raise, we'll turn up and we'll get I think we get a bacon roll and a cup of coffee when we start.
Not bad. Yeah, not
and
bad.
There's drink stations on the way round. We'll get a t-shirt, so, and toilet stops. We will be looked after.
We will need toilet stops.
We will definitely.
We are at that. We are at that glorious age.
We are at that age.
I've ran London marathons, and believe you me, 12 years ago was the last time I'd done it, and I needed plenty of toilet stops then. So I do know the situation it gets to.
So please, if anybody's listening and they want to join us, we would be more than happy to get more people involved.
Gatesy says, would it help if we mention this appeal on our channel and socials? I'm sure if I speak for Claire and Jeremy, yes, spread it, try and get it out there as far as you can, Gatesy.
Robert,
yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much. There we go. And will Jer need a pint at the end?
More than one, probably.
No doubt I will, Rob. Yeah.
If anybody knows Jerry, we know that there'll be more than one pint involved at the end of it.
And a Jack Daniels honey.
And a Jack Daniels. And a lot of singing. Sweet Caroline.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Charlie says, to be fair, I always need a pee and I'm only 28. Well, there we go. So,
good one,
mention, if Julie's listening tonight, because she's not here with us, and she's obviously doing the race along with my husband Dennis. So big shout out to them as well for helping out and raising lots of money as well.
Yeah.
Definitely. Jer, is there anything else you would like to add or say before we end things?
Not too bad. No, not too bad. Best of luck tomorrow, or no, Sunday, isn't it? You're playing.
Yeah.
We'll mention that. Not that I'm gonna. I'll say it through gritted teeth, but
Well, you might not even be playing on Sunday. You don't know what's happening with Roman Abramovich, do you?
We may be escorted back to Russia. We don't know.
Wow. Who knows? You never know you never know. You might win the cup that no one wants to win. But
when is that? Is that Sunday? Is it
Sunday? Yeah, Sunday 4:30. You might win the cup that nobody wants to win, but then you might Chelsea might just end.
Going straight over my head. I have no idea what they're talking about.
No, we'd end up being like West Ham and beating all the top teams.
Yeah. Claire, is there anything else you'd like to add or say before we go?
No, just thanks everybody for listening and have a good weekend. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks people.
And the reason I've got a red face is not because of the amount of wine. It's like a sauna in here.
Sarah likes the heating knob. That's one thing Sarah does like nowadays is the heating knob. Like her mother next door. It's like it's like living with two Marys at times.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Can we just pan round to Sarah?
Yeah, just see Sarah there.
There she is, look. Bless her.
Look at this beautiful.
We love Sarah.
Yeah. That's been great, Jake. Thank you very much for what you've done. And thank everyone who sponsored us during the show. That's great.
No, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody that has donated. Gatesy, Charlie, in the show live, and I'm sure we'll get some more as well. Lawrence says, Jake, thank you for putting such good calls on the channel. No worries. Thank you very much for coming in, Lawrence. Best of luck to you both. Fantastic calls. Claire is a hammer. See, Claire,
what's a hammer?
A West Ham fan.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
You'll take that.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Charlotte, well done, Jake. You're a star. Thank you very much. Gatesy, thank you very much. Charlie, great calls and great work. Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for watching. Please donate if you can. Link in the chat. I'll put it in the description and in the comments if you're watching this on the replay and after it's been live. We've got Wolves to look forward to, and Jared's got the cup that nobody wants to win or be a part of to worry about for Chelsea on Sunday. So I'm sure everybody's looking forward to that. Rachel, thank you very much. Thanks everybody for contributing money wise and in the chat tonight. It's been greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.